YouTube. So today we're going to do a one-on-one posing session with Helen Sixth Scale Shero for Hot Toys Nebula, and we've already done a one-on-one posing session before for the Black Widow figure. So we already knew what was important for Helen in a pose. She's aiming for maximum durability, so no creases are allowed, and it should basically be a cool pose. Let's get posing.
Alright.
So, and we've done this before. So is it like the same requisites as with the Black Widow? Durability first, and then the pose?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's cool, but not going to damage the suit. And I think I just want to get a walking pose. And what I struggle with, particularly with Nebula, is getting the hips right.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a really nice walking pose that I saw posing with Peter did,
Mm-hmm.
which I liked, but this might sound weird. It looked quite aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was a bit bent forward. So given I've got the rest of the A-Force in walking poses, but they're a bit more, I wouldn't say they're as aggressive. I'm more just going for that steely toughness. So if I could get something with the walking pose, but not as aggressive as that pose, that would be perfect.
Cool. Do you have like a preferred leg that needs to be front? Just looking at your other figures?
Oh, good question.
Because sometimes if they all have the left leg forward, it doesn't look as cool.
I think we'd put her with the right because most people have their left.
Okay, cool. And which accessories do you want to use, if any?
I'm open to it. I kind of figured the batons might be cool. At the moment, because before I had done her in the pose like we did Black Widow, so she's just got her gun and her baton, but I've got all her accessories like right next to me, so I hate changing hands.
Yeah, so how do you change hands? Can you show?
Well, let me grab the gun out of her hand. Taking them off is fine because I just try to, well, that just happens really easily, but I normally try to keep the peg in.
Yeah.
And pull the hand out.
Yeah.
But putting them in, if I haven't used them before, sometimes the pegs kind of are a bit small, so they sometimes need a bit more. Or actually, I'm thinking it's the same. Might have even been the same hand that I needed. That's funny. I think I pulled it out when I didn't need to. That's hilarious.
Well, it didn't need a lot of pulling.
No, probably wasn't in that well because her I probably needed to push her gauntlet up a little bit.
Yeah. So what I usually do, but I told that before, right? I'll just bend the elbow because then you'll have like a bit of leverage to do it.
Yeah. And it's funny because that's what I do with legs. So why I don't do that with arms, I don't
know. So right foot forward, right? So the holster foot forward.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with that. So I think basically this is going to be the same as Black Widow, right? Because Nebula, I think the strongest characteristics of Nebula, or the iconic characteristics, are the way she uses her hips and her neck tilt. I think those would be the most specific for Nebula. Close it to the camera. Okay, then you pick up the left leg, the one that's going to the behind.
Yep.
And just it's just a little bit that you'll, and then inwards. And automatically, if you want to do it inwards, you'll also take the other leg and you'll cross them.
Yep.
So, I don't know if you can see on camera, but if you see this, this is kind of a walking pose already.
I think you've got your leg further back than me.
Maybe if I twist it, look, this is what it looks like at the moment. It's not that exaggerated, to be honest.
I think you've just got more crossover than me, maybe. That's where I'm at.
Oh, yeah, it's good. It kind of looks the same, right?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Then we're going to try to accentuate the hips. And you don't, you need to not move the upper body. You just need to move the legs that way, that way.
So I'm moving the right leg out and the left leg more in.
Yeah.
I don't know if I did it or not. I feel like I did. I feel like there's a bit more of a...
Yeah, if she seems wobbly, then it's fine. If she seems like she's tilting over
She's had a
to the
few
right.
drinks. She's had a few
Cool,
drinks.
cool,
It's got
cool.
a big night. Okay.
We'll need drunk Nebula. Okay, then what you
Hey.
do is actually the same. So spread her arms a bit more because we'll just need the space. Then you'll have one finger over at the hip that's going to be the highest, so left hip, and the other finger around her armpit, and then just turn it back. And then you need to be mindful because the right leg is going forward, so her left shoulder is going forward a bit as well.
So you're bringing her left shoulder forward a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then you take the head and you point it towards the front. So normally you could just get away with pointing it towards the front. Because it's Nebula, you'll need to do it to the front with a little tilt. Okay, cool. Then you get the hands, get them back again, and then the arms just follow the shoulders, to be honest. So maybe just you can check on the image I have over here, and then just copy that, I think.
Can you hold it front on?
Like this?
Oh, I think I've got the elbow in.
Yeah, I think you need to twist the upper arm a bit more.
I think it is the elbow. My elbow is in a funky spot because I couldn't see the joint. Okay, it's making sense now. I think that's better.
You have it? Yeah, but a bit less exaggerated, I think, because the rest of your poses in the A-Force are also pretty slow, right?
Yeah.
Can you twist it a bit?
Twist
Yeah,
what?
so over here, the front arm, I think yours is like this.
Yep.
And I think this would suit the pose better.
Have it more, the first but bit more flat.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Okay, yep.
Okay, cool. The other arm. So the other arm will end up behind the holster a bit.
Yep.
And just don't mind the camera, just do it for yourself. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
I think that's the mistake we did in the beginning, that we have you pose it for the camera, but that's not.
I've got it like that now.
Yeah, so, and now it's just a bit less straight in the elbow.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Yep.
Because so that thing you did in the elbow is just the difference between it being a bit more natural or being like, and now just match the hand the way you want it. And I'm saying match the hand, but I forgot we're going to use the batons in them, so we'll need to adjust the hands still.
Yep.
Maybe do the head now, because usually you'll end up with the head being like this, because you've turned the body this way first, and then you compensate the body, but then the head will still look the other way. The only thing you need to do normally is just have the head look straight at where they're walking at. But because it's Nebula, having the head tilt and a bit forward, just I think it makes the pose look a lot more like Nebula.
So when you say forward,
Yeah.
do you mean as in the chin or the neck?
So I'm only meaning the head.
Okay.
And first I'd say tilt to the right, and then forward, like when you're mean mugging someone and looking through your brows. Not totally do that, but just a little bit.
I've literally never done that in my life. Don't know what happens in the Netherlands.
Okay, so maybe because the connection between the neck and the head is a double ball peg, and it kind of seems like the upper ball of the ball peg is a bit too much to the armored arm. See, so like, if this is the neck and this is the head, it seems like this ball peg is a bit too much to that side.
Oh, okay.
And you can move the head wherever the ball peg is, right? You can still tilt the head. It doesn't have to be over there. It can
Should
still
I
be
take
over
the
here.
head off to look at it? Is that
No, you don't. No, you don't.
right?
No. You can just grab the head and just move it a bit more to her, towards her other shoulder, so towards the holster side.
I'm really confused. But I'm hopeful that this is what you meant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wrong way, as always.
Can you show to the camera how the head sits towards the upper body? And can you match my image?
See, that's what I'm noticing, because I can see a bit of my neck.
Yeah.
And I can't on yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have a gap.
It sits up higher. It sits up higher. Or your suit sits up lower. I don't know what it is.
I think, your collar feels like it's higher than mine.
Yeah.
Because I have that on both sides.
And I don't know why. But maybe, can you show it from the side again?
Different batches. This side?
Yeah. No, it might be the upper body. It might be that you have less of a hunch. I think you have less of a hunch there.
So do I need to bring her body forward?
I think if you do it like this, you get a little bit more of a hunch. And I think the suit will come up higher as well. It doesn't have to be that exaggerated though, just a little bit. Just see if it matches the...
I don't know that it changed the collar much.
I think it looks better now. Can you match the... Yeah, I think the hunch is better now, right? So the arch in the back?
Yeah, she does have more.
Yeah, okay. I think that's it. I think that's it.
So this is where I'm at.
It's just kind of... It might be good, but maybe you'll need to cross the legs a bit more.
Okay.
Because it's... Okay, maybe I'll just... which angle would you like to see?
So your batons, I think, are on a bit more of an angle.
Yeah, but first maybe we'll need to mind the upper body a bit. I don't know if it's the angle, but it seems like the upper body is still a bit different. Can you turn a little bit to match this one? Oh, by the way, I'll turn it back first. Look, these poses are pretty specific because you can have the same pose and just move her standing leg just like a millimeter and it looks way off, right? So, just moving it on the base just makes a lot of a difference. Because
my camera is like kind of coming down at it, or yours is probably a bit more better angle.
Can you... Okay, maybe... Are you able to pull up the stand a bit more?
Yeah.
Maybe she's just leaning backwards because the stand is a bit low.
Because should one foot be flat on the base?
No. I have...
Okay.
I have them like this. Yeah, so the feet look fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is better than it was before. Can you look at it from the front? I mean, you can look at it from yourself. You don't need to angle it to the camera. Just you can just look at it from the front and see if the angles of the shoulders are the same as my angles. So
no, because I feel like this shoulder is higher on yours.
Yeah.
You've got more of that.
Yeah, so what you want is, there are two things you want. First thing is that you want to have her mechanical shoulder a bit more forward than her right shoulder, and it shouldn't be that much exaggerated because it's a walking pose, it's not a running pose.
Crap.
Oh. And yes, her left shoulder is lower than her right shoulder, specifically because it's Nebula, and she kind of walks like a, I wouldn't say an animal, but she has a specific walk.
I don't think the shoulders are far off. I think when I look at them, I can see that the fabric one is a bit higher.
Yeah. If I compare both our images, yours still seems a bit safe. If you Know what I mean?
Yeah, no, because I'm looking at your mechanical arm and I'm thinking it might be a bit further back and a bit more bent than mine.
Yeah, so I think if you just grab the upper body over here and just twist it a bit like this, then you get more of a Nebula swag in there.
So
So
here
I would
and pull it towards the
take it over,
mechanical arm.
yeah, so, but it's not like
Take it off all
one
this.
direction. It's not only to the left or only to the front. It's a bit to the front and left at the same time. Yeah, so it should feel like there's like a little S curve. Well, it's a reversed S going this way. That's what it should feel like.
Oh, goodness.
So it's this line. Here, then you go this way, and the head goes back again. So it's like a double S, to be honest.
Maybe?
Yeah, so we moved it this way, and then we corrected it, and then the head corrects again to the other side.
My head still feels, I feel like my head is still different to yours.
Yeah. And I still feel it's like the double ball peg that's a bit more over to the mechanical arm. Feels like it's this
Yes,
with you, right?
correct.
So,
Gorgeous.
off camera I would do it like this, I guess. I would do it like this, but you can't see it then. So I would just grab the upper body, and I'll just take the head, and it's not about tilting anything. It's just about taking the head and just moving it to the other side. You see how there's like movement in there?
I think I might have done it.
Okay, cool. And you can do the same thing forwards and backwards also. So if you take the head, you can move backwards and forwards also.
Okay. I feel
And
like
then-
something happened.
Cool.
You're probably
And
going
then
to
if
tell me
it's-
nothing happened, but I feel like
I'm not going to tell you nothing happened. A lot happened there.
something positive might have occurred in this
And then
situation.
when it's back to neutral, then you can tilt it a bit and just go a bit forward to have it more like a Nebula-esque intention. Okay? And I think this arm, it needs
fabric
something, but the arm over at the gun holster, it needs something, but I'm not sure what.
Does it need a bit more of a bend?
Maybe?
It looks
Can you
bit
turn it a bit
straight,
more?
doesn't it? Maybe it's a bit too straight.
Yeah, I think so.
Or maybe a bit back.
I think my upper arm is a bit more back, but it's not a huge difference. And it could be that she's still leaning backwards on the pole, and that's why I'm not seeing it, but
Ooh.
sorry.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I think that's better. I
think that's
that
it.
is better.
I think that's it. What do you think?
I love it.
Cool?
Now I fix that head.
Yeah. Head is fine,
really
upper body's fine.
Dusting.
Yeah, so, and there's like little aesthetics about the batons, right? Sometimes if you look at it, it's like just maybe turn a bit more outwards or inwards, or the
I think when I get it in the
wrists.
cabinet, that's
Yeah.
when I'll muck around with batons and lighting effects, because doing that and then lifting it up, and
Yeah.
I'm just finding it's just fragile pieces. But
And also balancing on the base, it will make a lot of difference as well. So
Yeah.
once you put it inside the cabinet, just fiddle around with it, and it can be literally like millimeters for it to look like she's not walking or that she's actually walking. Cool. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Thank you for your
This
help,
was a great time.
Anthony.
No problem. I
Have fun.
enjoyed it. All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye. And this is the pose with some better lighting. I had a blast doing this, so if you also like watching this, let me know. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you would like to do a one-on-one posing session with me, also let me know, because I like these. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.